Odoo versus ERPNext. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you about Odoo and ERPNext, and we're going to be taking a look at both of them and determining which one is better and which one has more features, which one would fit your needs. So let's get into it. So both of these are ERP softwares, right? Both of them have tons and tons of different options, different solutions for different problems, different applications, different integrations. And almost all of them have all of these options. So accounting, knowledge, sign, CRM, all of them are available in Odoo. Same things are available in ERPNext. Although I will say that the sign option, this one is not available within ERPNext, but I don't think that's much of a game changer or anything. Odoo does seem to have a bunch of other options as well. For example, rentals and other options like, finance, documents, and inventory management. The ERPNext, it also has a timesheet. ERP does not have that, unfortunately, but it does have plenty of other options as well. And it also allows you to create a website as well. So let's get into it. And they're not free. Both of them are not free. Both of them cost money. And I'm going to show you the pricing plan in a second. But I just want to say that in terms of Odoo, the account or the tool that you use is going to have a separate option. So for example, if you wanted e-commerce, you click on e-commerce, you can start a free trial for it, and then it'll give you a dashboard and everything else. But let me just show you. So if I click on start free trial now, right? I believe I already have an account, but let me see if I can get the free trial for e-commerce. So you can see it's just going to select the e-commerce, and we can change the app selection over here, and we can select multiple different applications right here. You can see, and we can get like 15-day free trial for all of them, but there is a limit. So you can see right here, you can select 10 apps at most to start with, and then you can install more apps later. So let's assume that we need a CRM, right? We don't need restaurants. We don't need point of sale. We'll keep the CRM sales. And from websites, we'll keep website and e-commerce. We don't need blog, event, or e-learning or anything else. In finance, we'll go with invoicing and expenses, maybe even accounting. And then in services, it depends on you. But if you want, you can go with these two. These two are okay. But if you have a website that runs with appointments and bookings, then you might want to get this one instead of projects or timesheets in general. But let's assume that this is the one that we want. And let me take a look at the other ones and see. So HR, employees, time off, and others. I don't think I would need that. Marketing wise, social marketing and surveys, I think I'm okay. Supply chain, you could go with this one. Although I would assume that some of these should be pre-installed, but yeah, I think this is okay. Then we're going to click on continue. So 9 apps selected. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill this form out and catch you guys in a second. Whereas in contrast, actually, if I wanted to get started with ERPNext, I would have to click on the start free trial. It would ask me to go ahead and sign up, and exact same thing like Odoo, add your first name, company name, and stuff like that. And then boom, I'm right in. Like this one, I've already came up over here. I already signed up, and boom, I'm right here. It didn't ask me for anything. It gave me all the apps that I needed, and I'm ready to go instead of just, doing all of that. But every app is different. Let's see how many apps we can get in Odoo, because in ERP, there is a limit. You can see right here, not a whole lot of apps, only the basic, the ones that we would possibly need. We can have integrations later right here. Let's go ahead and sign up and start the free trial on Odoo as well. All right, we are in. Welcome to Odoo. It's going to load up, so give it a couple of seconds and we should be good to go. All right, so it is now ready to be built. Let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, I think this is going to be a simple website. We're going to have to configure that. So let's say this is a business website or an online store for clothes, and with the main objective of selling more. Then we just select one of the themes. I'll go with this color right here. And then we select some of the pages that we want. We'll go with an about us, and we'll go with shop. We already have that, and I think this is okay. Then we'll click on build my website, select one of the online store catalogs, basically one of the themes and the layouts, and we should be good to go. So personally, I think this one looks good, so we're gonna go with that one. And now we choose the favorite product page, how our product page should look like. I think this one also looks pretty good, but this one is also really nice. Go with this one, the first one. And now we just choose our theme. So we'll go with this one. It's going to go ahead and do everything for us now. So give it a couple of seconds. It's going to do everything. Move on. and it's done. So the website is created, it looks good and everything. So let's go back and here we go. So this is the dashboard. These are all the applications that are currently available. We have the activation which is pending, so I'm going to go ahead and go to my email and verify it. All right, so I did it, I activated it, but it's still here. It's saying it's still not activated, so we'll just move on. I don't know if there's something wrong, but anyway, we have all of the applications available over here, and here is the apps where we can go ahead and get started, and we can get more apps. But very simple, everything is available over here at the dashboard. Whereas in ERPNext, when you create an account, boom, you're good to go. This is going to be how you're presented with. Here you can begin by creating an item or going into stocks and creating an item over here. All of your main options are going to be available, like accounting, buying, selling, and everything available over here. Same thing in Odoo as well. It will give you all the same applications. You know, as I said before, you can get more apps later on, but mainly you get everything like sales, CRMs, dashboards, to-do list, projects, timesheets, everything. So you won't have to worry about it. And here you have more options and more apps, and you can go ahead and install them over here. You've got, well, I will say Odoo have quite a lot more applications at your disposal, whereas in ERPNext, they do have a bunch of them, but compared to Odoo, not a whole lot. So here you can see some of the demo data and how it is. I will say ERPNext is very simple and easy to get a hold of. Everything is laid out very simple. The UI is very simple, very clean, instead of, you know, all these colors. It feels like very 2000 in Odoo, whereas in ERP, it's very modern, very minimalistic, very sleek. It's laid out simply, and everything is available over here and simple. Just like boom, you're in that section. So, and it is a little bit cheaper as well. Well, kind of. So let me just show you. So here you can see Odoo, right? One free app, right? One free app, unlimited users, right? And we have the standard option right here. Let me go ahead and switch it to monthly. We have the standard option right here. This is going to be $9.10 per user per month, right? This is going to give you all application, all Odoo online. And over here, then we have the custom one where you can get all applications or some application or studio and multiple companies and stuff like that. And down below, you can see all of the integrations and stuff, and you can see how much it's going to cost you. Whereas in ERPNext, it has mainly two categories. Either you are for small businesses or you for mid to large enterprises, right? Choose whichever option you want. And it's going to be $5 per month. You can start with this one. Of course, they give you like the, you know, CPU and computing power and storage, but you can scale that up to $100 per month for a higher CPU power and more storage. And you can see all of the options down below. Why do they give you all of this? Well, as I said before, ERP is mainly for businesses. It's a hosting. It's kind of like a website where you have your own system, your own website, your own everything. Whereas in Odoo, you kind of like using applications and managing it. In that regard, ERP is a little bit better, and it's going to be faster as well. And you will have everything in your power instead of like a third party, but it totally depends on you. I personally would go with ERPNext and use that one, since it's better, it's faster, it's simpler, it's cleaner, and it gives you mainly all of the options that you would possibly need, right? Instead of just going ahead and selecting all the different applications and paying $9 per month. But you know, that's what I'm saying. Odoo is a little bit cheaper in one sense, but you know, if we just take a look at the pricing, then ERP is a little bit cheaper. So there you go. These were some of the differences between Odoo and ERPNext. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, take care and goodbye.